All right, guys, welcome to another episode of TTH. Here is the Trend Hub. We call it The Angle. The Angle is a sports program on the TTH where we get to talk about results that happen within the week and also over the weekend. Today is of no exception. My name is Meshaki Jininketeje. Call me Man Sports. I'll do some response to that. And I'll be your host for today's edition as well. This is the episode 2, and I have with me, as usual, Akwesi Paradise here. Nana, how far?
I did inside. I did inside. Nyamia do baby amoko.
Wiki musi di anyoma koswa.
Nyama kosi popo. Ebi mu ni ajiba ebi mu kusu.
Yeah, maybe more right, so they couldn't decline.
Oh, by and right, see a big man that I know yesterday. Odu edumem no. They serve him with a nice and a delicious rice.
But what is your love?
I need any appointed jollof, but we decline here.
Well, so together the two of us would actually give you all the juices and juices you need to hear in the course of the week. Yes, we'll give you the scoreline, the fixtures also ahead this week, and today we are actually looking at UEFA competitions, of which we will be looking at the UEFA Champions League, the UEFA Europa League, and the UEFA Conference League. So make sure you do tune in and enjoy. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Trend Hub, and also follow us on social media platform, The Trend Hub. Do that for us, and you will get to enjoy most of our shows. On production today is our programs manager, Kofiana GH, and also behind the cameras and then the microphone and everything, making sure that you hear us and then watch us. Proper lightning is McCoy, and together we are bringing you everything you get to know on the show. But let's take a quick look at the UEFA Champions League over the weekend. And this is it. Now, on Tuesday, Arsenal at the Arsenal Sports Stadium played against Real Madrid. And it was a whooping 3-0 against Real Madrid. Kind courtesy of Declan Rice, giving us 2 beautiful free kicks in the game. All caused by the Nigerian, but who chose to naturalize for the England national team, Bukayo Saka, and a fantastic add-up by Mikel Merino, the Spanish international, making it 3 for Arsenal against Real Madrid. And also at Allianz Arena elsewhere, Vincent Kompany hosted Simon Inzaghi's international zone, and at the end of the game, it was 2-1 against Bayern Munich. And that pass from Marcus Thuram to Lautaro Martinez and that Trivela goal in the game was also on a different level altogether during the Tuesday Champions League night over there. Now on Wednesday, FC Barcelona also won by 4-0 against Borussia Dortmund, and we'll got to see that these guys are still looking out for more goals in a game. And so if you are playing against FC Barcelona and your defense decides to, slack a bit, you are going to get yourself punished. And yesterday we saw Lamine Yamal giving us a goal, Rafinha Diaz-Beloli also giving us a goal, and then of course the former player of the team, Borussia Dortmund, Robert Lewandowski, giving us 2 goals in the game. And so in all, it was a fantastic game for Hansi Flick's boys, FC Barcelona. Paris Saint-Germain, Luis Enrique at Parc des Princes also hosted Aston Villa Unai Emery, who happens to be a former coach of Paris Saint-Germain as well. In the course of the game, it was okay, but I think there was a bit of fear in the course of the game on behalf of Aston Villa, and that's actually became something bad for them. At the end of the game, it was 3-1 against Aston Villa in there. So that is that for you within the Champions League night. Today, in the UEFA games as well, we have some of the games that will be coming on. Mind you, Bordeaux Glimt at 4:45 p.m. will play against Lazio. Olympique Lyonnais will play against Manchester United at 7 p.m. And Rangers against Atletico Bilbao at 7 p.m. Tottenham Hotspur will be playing against Eintracht Frankfurt, and we'll be looking into those particular games. And one game we'll be looking in the Conference League is Legia, their game against Chelsea, which is also taking off at exactly 7:45 p.m. Though we'll be having Real Betis, the likes of Fiorentina in action today. but our focus is on Legia against Chelsea, which is taking place at exactly 4:45 in there. So that is that for you. You know, the return leg is coming on next week, where Borussia Dortmund will be hosting FC Barcelona on Tuesday, and Aston Villa will also be hosting Paris Saint-Germain on Tuesday. Wednesday, we'll be having Inter Milan against Bayern Munich and Real Madrid against Arsenal. We'll be looking into that particular game. But first of all, let me welcome you once again, and let's look into the game. Champions League night, the two fixtures for both days, that's Tuesday and then Wednesday. Entirely, let's look at Arsenal, Real Madrid. They can rise with a brace. 3-goal lead in the first leg for Arsenal against Real Madrid. First of all, the entire game, your view on that.
So, before I proceed, you remember I told you that people should not look down on Arsenal. You remember that?
Yeah,
I might be a prophet.
Yeah,
I might be a prophet. You see,
maybe you got that one on sports.
No. I knew what I was saying.
A prophet. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new prophet in town. A prophet on sports. But it was a nice prediction you did on. That was on YFM.
Yeah, sure.
Scores Unlimited.
Yeah, sure.
And you said that no, look, we shouldn't play Arsenal because they can pull up surprises. And it was what it was.
Of course.
And it came
of
to
course,
pass.
This is what we do.
Yeah.
And we don't just talk.
Yeah.
Like we
You
spit
pull fat and
yes,
figures.
Yes, we respect facts. So you see, when I saw the lineup, I was like, Ancelotti, why? Because the game against Valencia, we all saw what Alaba did.
Yeah.
He didn't do well. So I was expecting him to bring Kamavinga at the left back, then push Valverde at the midfield. But at the end of the day, we all saw what Saka did. He was all over. Then you see, Arteta added Odegaard to where Saka was.
Yeah.
So Alaba the chest on it there. Yeah, then but then once again, let's commend the sport cake coach of Arsenal. He did very well. Set piece. You see, he gave a direction to Declan Rice, and he did perfectly well.
Yeah.
If you look at the ball, where the ball was and how the guy kicked the ball, it was, I mean, should I say it's the best goal I've seen this season so far?
The best goal?
Yeah.
The best free kick or the best goal?
The best goal.
I bet to differ on that.
Are you serious?
I bet to differ on that. Did you watch Lateral Magnus goal?
Well, but this is
Did you see the pass?
If you see how the wall was, I mean, it was well arranged, and
that free kick was a
fantastic ball.
But to be the best goal of the season,
I
bet to differ on that.
Well, okay, we can say the best free kick so far.
Yeah.
But you see, it's about time we give Arteta. I mean, we have to applaud him because he has done well.
What was exactly?
Oh, four.
Don't think there is a way he could also bottle this one in the return leg. Madrid can just equalize 3-3.
I know, I'll get there.
In actual time.
I'll get there. So for now, I think we have to, looking at the game, I mean, Arteta did really well. His tactics work for him very well. But then, this is Arsenal. This is Arsenal. I mean, I think last 2 seasons, they had a chance of winning the EPL.
I don't want us to go back to their previous seasons.
No,
let's look at what is ahead of us.
Okay. So this is Arsenal. I think... Should I say they have 50% of, I mean, progressing to the next round?
Yeah, that's what I said. I mean, if you are playing against Real Madrid until, as Jude Bellingham said, they have another 90 minutes to redeem themselves. And Arsenal against Madrid at Santiago Bernabéu can be a game.
Of course.
That will pull surprises.
We are talking about...
I'm not saying that as it stands now, I feel like Arsenal has the upper hand over Real Madrid. You get it. After Arsenal has the app, because 3 goals, it's not easy.
No.
But
it's not easy.
You going to Santiago Bernabéu, Madrid scoring 3 goals in a game, taking you to extra time, and winning against you. It's not that difficult for them. But once again, looking at the crop of players available, are they capable of repeating that particular record?
That's the question. But I personally think that it's 50-50 because we are talking about Madrid. I mean, the best team.
In terms of UEFA Champions League?
Yes, so far as the UEFA Champions League is concerned, they can go toe-to-toe with you, hand-in-hand with you, just to win this match. Yeah. So, I mean, and we are playing the game, the next league will be played at Bernabéu, where they will just close the stadium. It will take part.
That doesn't call for anything.
It does, my brother. It does. Because they did it to... No, we've seen Madrid doing... we've seen
they've closed their stadium entirely and they lost the game.
But this is a Champions League match. We are talking about UCL.
So what
I mean, they are the best team when it comes to the UCL.
And it has nothing to do with you closing your stadium.
It's all part.
We've seen them closing their stadium and losing.
So let me land.
What I want to understand. No, if you are taking the stadium, closing the stadium, I'll take it out.
So they'll close the stadium, then their fans,
and what will happen?
Their fans will intimidate you. You know the Arsenal players. They are not matured enough. They've not signed them.
You have Thomas Partey. Still Partey is not matured enough. Declan Rice, you said Declan Rice is not matured enough. No, I'm coming. If you are talking about maturity, David Raya is not matured enough. William Saliba.
Oh, so what happened? Wait. I don't even want to.
You are talking about maturity, and I'm telling you, Arsenal have maturity.
I don't even want you.
No. Look at a young player like Lewis Kelly, and look at the mentality. How he thinks.
Mentality is different from being a matured.
And what's the definition of maturity in a game?
Wait, you can be mentally stable, but you not be matured enough to do certain things. You can have them.
What's your definition of maturity in a game?
That's what I'm saying. Let me give you a scenario. I'm not going to defend.
You are bringing mentality into maturity, and I'm telling you there are differences.
Yeah, sure. I'm telling you that.
What defines you that Arsenal do not have mature players? So
mentality is having an idea of how to do that thing, but then unless someone the maturity comes in when someone directs you, say. No, you understand?
Maturity has to do with you experience you've gathered, lessons you've been through. You get it. What you've experienced and what you can overturn a result to. That is experience
the maturity
in a game.
Comes in when we mention Real Madrid. You see, Real Madrid has done this thing to Man City when they were in there.
Exactly, and I'm telling you, if you are saying Arsenal players are not matured enough, then
I'm saying this because
if you are telling me if you are going head to toe in terms of maturity at the touch line between the two coaches, Ancelotti has it over Arteta.
Okay.
Arteta is very mature, but Ancelotti has it over.
Okay.
And if you look at certain players in the team, Real Madrid and Chelsea, most of the Real Madrid players do have that kind of experience and maturity level in Champions League in terms of some of the players in Arsenal.
Okay.
But if you tell me that Arsenal players are not matured enough, you are getting it wrong.
No, I'm not getting it wrong.
Oh, you are.
Because we also what happened.
People are watching. We are educating people, and people are watching. And so we need to make sure they know as and when to use certain words for certain things.
Sure.
Are you getting it?
Yeah, I'm getting you. But I see, I'm saying this based on what I've seen Arsenal doing. You see, last 2 seasons, they had a chance of winning the EPL. And that was when Arteta deployed the tactics of drawing matches. Matches are not draw.
That is different from this season.
No. But I didn't know the same players. I think the only...
It still differs. I didn't know the same players at Manchester City.
No.
I didn't know the same players at Manchester City that this season look like.
But Rodri is not there.
No, I didn't know the same set of players.
They are the same.
Exactly. It differs. Season differs.
Well, I understand.
Xavi Hernandez Barcelona is not the same thing here. Seasons changes.
All right, you have a point here.
Yeah,
I understand. You have a point here.
Great.
So back to what we are saying. I think that Arsenal had a great game, but I think the return leg will be 50-50. Trust me, because this is Real Madrid.
Right.
This is Real Madrid.
Let's look at the second game. Borussia Dortmund against Barcelona.
You're doing medium.
Medium.
You called me yesterday and yeah, blah blah blah.
I just want you to know how beautiful football is being crafted.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
If you are watching FC Barcelona, you see football in a different dimension.
Well, what happened to Barcelona versus Real Sociedad or Real Betis?
The fact that you are having a great season doesn't mean you will not lose a game.
Okay.
That doesn't call for anything.
Well, you have a point here. I understand you. But I see, I was talking to you about Lamine Yamal and Rafinha. I think yesterday I was telling someone that Rafinha has a chance of winning the Ballon d'Or, and the person was like, he was being biased, like, oh, where the Okofine.
Oh, he has 50 goals contribution this season. Not bad. 19 goals involvement in the Europa Champions League.
Probably he has
a chance.
Yeah, of course.
You
see, if you see what Hansi Flick is doing with these boys, I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah,
it's amazing. Yesterday you did very well. Like everything was on point. This one the I'm just praying that.
That thought is what I want us to clear. You know, is it that Barca will play against Bayern or Inter? Of which Barca Bayern Inter Bayern ended in 2-1 in favor of Inter. So there will be a second leg.
Okay,
So
but
imagine Barca against Inter, Barca against Bayern. That would never be an easy game.
Sure, Inter too. They have a certain pedigree in the EPL. So I mean, it will be a game to watch.
No, it's not a certain pedigree, sir. This season they are really tall,
course.
you scoring the utmost number of goals against them is also difficult.
And also one thing about them is that they don't score much, but almost show they will make sure that you will not put your ball at the back of their net.
Exactly. That's
it will be a very, very nice game to watch. Yeah. That's when you see the. I mean, you see certain games, and most of the time, I watch how the coaches come in with their tactics. Yeah, because
matches like this is being played by coaches.
Of course, not individual players that you just sit here and be like, oh, where do your base in? So it will be a game to watch. But I think this one there it's far for Barcelona because you played at your own grounds, right? Probably you go and win 2-1 at the
2-1 at Signa Iduna Park.
Of course. No, regardless of the noise and the atmosphere. Wow. I mean, you can go and do something better.
Dortmund have one of the best fans in this world. I mean, if they are rallying behind you.
But 4 goals. We are talking about
let's get into today's fixtures. Europa League. We are looking at the Europa League. One particular game that I'm interested in. Lyon against Manchester United.
Matic,
you see... Onana, what did he say?
He said that they are better than Lyon and they can.
And he's entitled to say whatever he wants to say.
Matic took it personal that he's the worst goalkeeper in Manchester United.
Nemanja Matic has played with Manchester United.
Of course.
He knows the in and sound of Manchester United.
Does he have a problem with Onana?
I don't think so. Does Onana have...
No, he took it personal.
No, does Onana also have problem with Olympic Lyon?
No, but...
it's because... You see, you've been to press conference.
Of course.
You are the player that has been selected. We do select players. They do select players to attend press conference alongside the coaches. He was the player that was selected because he has played in Manchester United before. You get it?
Yeah.
And then a press asked me, this is what a former colleague has said about your team. What do you think? He was trying to use a mind game. And if he's using a mind game, why don't I also tell my mind to him?
No, but
what is wrong with it?
Like he went personal. Like
how is it personal?
He was fair, but I think he was too...
If you say personal, how is it personal?
No, it's like he was attacking the goalkeeper,
but the goalkeeper was attacking the team equally.
No, you see, there is a different. There is a different.
Attack is attack.
No.
Attack is bro. If you punch me and you slap me,
you also find a way of punching me.
Yes, I hate it. I hate. You get it.
Well, the game will be. It will be a fantastic one.
But Enes Nyama mentioned now probably because of ACL he'll be out for like 4 to 6 months.
Oh, rather man you for that was it.
Yeah.
Even though he's a Ghanaian, but that guy I didn't like. I mean
he's good. Enes Nyama,
honestly,
his absence
when it comes to one-on-one, and he has a good finishing too.
He would have done that against this defense of Manchester United. That's what I was looking forward to see.
Your core school now. Let me tell you this. Your core school now. You try. 11 and on 11.
You're
trying to say table in 10. But saying who say table bet to me at 10.
Yeah.
You are talking you can
No, but what is your
take
on the game? You frustrated anything. What is your take on the game? What's your expectation?
Looking at where United is right now, even though I'm a United fan, I just have to be fair to myself. I mean, me United will win by 2 goals to 1. Yeah, sure.
Why you
and
why you remember speaking?
I'm saying that United will go and win 2 goals to 1.
Great.
So if that about football, you know that about footballer. Zegzi.
Okay.
That about football.
That about ball.
So he will score a goal and but I don't think that he will play today. Then probably Bruno Fernandes will.
Wow. Legia against Chelsea. It's an easy game for Chelsea.
Do you think? I think Chelsea can win this conference league.
It's an easy game for Chelsea. But see, Chelsea stand a chance of winning the conference league. But then don't forget that we have teams like Betis. We have Fiorentina also in
that
there.
They can worry you.
Yes.
On any given day.
Fiorentina. No, look at Real Betis this season in
they
the
are
league.
Doing well.
Yeah.
And even Fiorentina. Look at I heard the news that De Gea will probably renew his contract at Florentina because he's doing well. Trust me, he's doing well.
So I mean, Chelsea stand a chance, but it'll be quite
honestly,
difficult.
It'll be quite difficult.
Yeah.
But I think Chelsea had about 50%. Because
Great. Now, our last story, then we wrap it up on the show today on The Angle. This is the Trend Hub, TTH in short, hashtag TTH on social media, and the Trend Hub on the YouTube as well. Make sure you do that for us. Now, looking at the goal scoring charts in the UEFA Champions League, do you think it will be all Barcelona affair? Because Rafinha is having 12 goals as it stands now with 12 goals with 7 assists. Lewandowski 11 goals also in there. Do you think it will be all Barcelona affair in terms of the goal scoring opportunity? Because those that comes after them, Guirassy 10 goals, he will be out of the competition. Harry Kane 10 goals, it will cause another mare in there. Erling Haaland 8 goals, he's out. Vinicius Junior, a bit 50-50. I know.
I mean, Rafinha is still on fire. Probability of him.
But if you look at him and Lewandowski, it's kind of very close. Just one goal.
But
I think the assist favors Rafinha more than Lewandowski.
Of course, he's still on fire. And probability of him winning the goal king in the UCL is almost. I mean, I think it's 70. Because. Probably score one. I think it's easy for him. He'll win it. Definitely, he'll win it.
Right. So we'll end here. But before we go, do you have anybody you want to say hello to, hi to, and all that? And we wrap it up. The girls, the boys, Charlie.
Why is there the girls?
No, but I know say the girls, then they your side. You do I get one for Kofi Annan. Kofi Annan did not.
Programs man, I beg my program manager. My program manager say make I give one. So I beg if you're a nice lady,
we are looking for a nice slim girl.
Whether
fair or dark, we are looking one
please.
for Kofi Annan in there.
Please. So let me say a very, very big shout out to all our fans out there. I mean they've been doing well. See, I've been
we know that fans are doing well. Greet your people.
Charlie.
Greet them.
Argentina. So my people, I salute you. Keep us pushing. I mean, we are doing this thing with you.
I don't feel mention him, but I go mention him. Give him.
I bet you know people do that for you. I beg you. No, they do that for you.
Well, so I just want to say hello to the guys that have been holding us when we actually shot our first episode. My people, especially those in Import, One City, Fifi Deskid, Arab, Kato. Rich Kato, DLT, and he has a 9 song out there. Go and stream that.
Wait. Hey, Takwa Jazzy, what's up? Takwa Jazzy.
Go and stream those songs out there and let's have fun. And then, Charlie, my beautiful girl, Mommy AC, how are you? You're doing good.
AC
supporting. Yeah, you know the way she cooks and turns. Yeah. But anyway, this has been The Angle, the TTH right here on The Angle. And thank you very much for watching, and we have more for you. There are other programs as well. McCoy will come, and we have other people that also come through with a country agenda today and all that. So just stick and stay with us on the Trend Hub. Subscribe, follow, like, share, comment anything you see about TTH. Make sure you do that. My name is Meshaki Jininke TJ. Call me Mena Sports, and I'll do so and respond to that. Wow.